Hi everyone, I am Dr. Shikhar Kanti. In this video, we evaluate double integrals in polar coordinates and changing the variables from Cartesian coordinates to polar coordinates. Suppose double integral is given like this. So here, if f of x comma y is a function of x and y and okay, x can be written in terms of u and v, y can be written in terms of u and v. That is, x is equal to some pi of u comma v and y equal to omega of u comma v. Then double integration of f of x comma y dx dy over the region R can be written as f of replacing that x by in terms of u and v, x by pi and y by omega. Into this dx dy, I have to replace this by j du into dv, where j is nothing but the Jacobian of xy with respect to uv. That is, this is nothing but the value of the determinant dou x by dou u, dou x by dou v, dou y by dou u, dou y by dou v. This is our Jacobian. Okay. Here in polar coordinates, what we do is we put x is equal to r cos theta and y equal to r sin theta. So x and y we are converting in terms of r and theta. Then first we find out this j. J is nothing but dou of xy by dou of r theta. This is a determinant. First row dou x by dou r, dou x by dou theta. Second row dou y by dou r, dou y by dou theta. This is equal to determinant dou x by dou r. So this is our x here. Dou x by dou r means cos theta into derivative of r with respect to r is 1. And coming here, second one dou x by dou theta. Sorry, the same thing. Dou x by dou theta. I am differentiating this with respect to theta. R as it is, cos theta derivative is minus sin theta. So this will become minus sin theta, minus r into sin theta. Coming to the second row, this is dou y by dou r. Y is here. Y equal to this one. If I differentiate with respect to r, I am getting sin theta into 1. That is sin theta. And dou y by dou theta, differentiating this y with respect to theta, I will get r into sin theta derivative is cos theta. Now, expanding this determinant, cos theta into cos theta, so r cos theta minus sin theta into minus r sin theta. That is, this into this is r cos square theta. Minus of 1 minus sign is here. So minus of minus, this becomes plus here. R into sin square theta. So r cos square theta plus r sin square theta. R common factor here. Cos square theta plus sin square theta. Cos square theta plus sin square theta is equal to 1. So therefore this j value is equal to r. Now we can write double integral over r f of x comma y dx dy can be written double integral over r star. Same the reason is there. I am writing r star with respect to r and theta here. F of r cos theta, r sin theta, and this j is nothing but r. Here we have got r here, r into dr d theta. So what I need to do here is, in order to convert Cartesian into polar, just replace x by r cos theta, y by r sin theta, and dx into dy by r into dr into d theta. Okay. Come to an example. This is an example. Evaluate double integral over r xy dx dy over the positive quadrant of the circle x square plus y square is equal to 1. Changing to polar coordinates. Now here, x square plus y square equal to 1 is a circle whose center is at the origin and radius equal to 1. So that is, this is the circle. But here it is given that positive quadrant. Positive quadrant means that is only in the first quadrant. So that is here, this is my region of integration. Okay, this is the region of integration. So here, in Cartesian coordinate system, I will denote the point by px comma y, and in polar coordinate system, I will denote the point by p r comma theta. R means that is the distance of the point from the origin. So O2, this is R, and this is a radius vector, we call this as a radius vector, and the angle made by this radius vector with the positive direction of x-axis is equal to theta, right? Now here, what is the radius of the circle? 1. So R ranges from 0 to this point, that is R ranges from 0 to 1. What about theta? So to cover this entire region, theta has to go from this point to this point to this point, then this whole region is covered. That is, theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2, R ranges from 0 to 1. So these are the limits in polar coordinate system. So theta varies from 0 to pi by 2, R varies from 0 to 1. Just here in this we will replace x by r cos theta, y by r sin theta, dx dy by r into dr into d theta, and we take the limits of theta from 0 to pi by 2, limits of r from 0 to 1. Now we go to that integration. Yeah, this is the integration, given integration, x by dx dy. This r ranges from 0 to 1, theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2, x into y, x is r cos theta, y is r sin theta, dx dy is r into d theta into dr. Okay, so here we have taken, these are the limits of theta, therefore first I have to integrate with respect to theta, and these are the limits of r, then we have to integrate with respect to r. If you write dr and into d theta, then you have to take this inside here and this outside. You can take like this, because here these two are independent here. Neither r is depending on theta nor theta is depending on r. So therefore, if you keep here this 0 to 1, then first integrate with respect to r. If you keep this outside, then integrate with respect to theta. So I have taken like this, first with respect to theta, then with respect to r. So integrating with respect to theta here, this is r, 1r, totally r cube is there. I am integrating this with respect to theta, sin theta, cos theta is there. What is the integration of sin theta, cos theta? R cube constant as it is. Here, if I take this is equal to say t, then this will be cos theta into d theta is nothing but dt here. That is t into dt. T dt integration is t square by 2. So in this case, it is sin square theta by 2. So integration of sin theta, cos theta is sin square theta by 2. This is between 0 and pi by 2 into dr. So this next integration 0 to 1, r cube as it is, 1 by 2 as it is. If I put upper limit here, pi by 2, what is sin pi by 2? It is equal to 1. 1 square is 1 minus. If I put the lower limit theta equal to 0, we know that sin 0 equal to 0. So that is, this will be 1 minus 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. So that is r cube divided by 2. Then now integrate with respect to r. See, 1 by 2 as it is, r cube integrations r to the power of 4 by 4. R to the power of 4 by 4. Already 1 2 was here. 4 into 2, this will become 8. So this is 0 to integration between 0 to 1. Now substitute the limits. Upper limit to 1 to the power of 4 is 1, that is 1 by 8, minus 0 by 8 means 0. So that is 1 by 8 minus 0. So this is equal to 1 by 8 is the value. Now if I go to maxima, I will integrate this. See here, double integration is there. Integrate r cube sin theta cos theta. First we are integrating with respect to theta. Theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2, and then integrating with respect to r. R ranges from 0 to 1. So this is the command in maxima to integrate. I will copy this. Copy this. Copy. Go to maxima. Maxima is here. Now here I will paste Control V, kill all dollar integrate r cube into sin theta into cos theta. Theta ranges, so theta means, so I cannot write theta here, therefore I am writing t here. T ranges from 0 to pi by 2, and then r ranges from 0 to 1. So let me execute this program by shift enter. Yeah, I am getting the answer 1 by 8. Okay, I am getting the answer 1 by 8. Manually I got 1 by 8. Next example, evaluate 0 to 2a, 0 to root of 2ax minus x square into x square dy dx by changing the variables to polar coordinates, right? So here, this is the double integration. X ranges from 0 to 2a, okay, x ranges from 0 to 2a, and y ranges from 0 to root of 2ax minus y square, okay. So that is equation of y here is y equal to root of 2ax minus x square. So that is equation of the curve is y equal to root of 2ax minus x square. Squaring on both sides we get here y square equal to 2ax minus x square. Minus x square to the taken to the left hand side, 2ax also taken to the left hand side. We can write this equation as y square plus x square minus 2ax is equal to 0. Now this equation is of the form x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So this is in the form of x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0. And this equation is nothing but equation of the circle. Equation of the circle whose center is minus g minus f and whose radius is root of g square plus f square minus c. Now here in this equation, in place of g, I have minus a. Okay, in place of g, I have minus a. There is no y term is f equal to 0. There is no constant term means c is also equal to 0. Okay. So this is the circle here. What is the center? Minus g minus f. Okay. What is minus g? Here minus g is nothing but g equal to minus 2. The minus g is equal to 2. F will be 0 because there is no y term. F equal to 0. That is, this represents a circle whose center is 2 comma 0. And what is the radius? Radius is equal to root of g square plus f square minus c. So this value equal to 0, this value equal to 0. Therefore, I am getting root of g square. What is g here? G is equal to minus a. Okay, g equal to minus a. G square equal to a square. Root of a square is nothing but a. Okay, this is 2gx x square plus y square plus 2g equal to how much? It is equal to a. This is a. That means this is nothing but radius is equal to radius is equal to a, I think. X equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. R square is equal to ax. Okay, this radius is equal to a. Radius is equal to a. Now radius is equal to x square plus y square plus 2gx. G equal to minus a and g square. G square is equal to a square, this is equal to a. Okay. So x is equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. Then we get here, this is nothing but r square. R square minus, or if I write it on the right hand side, r square equal to 2ax. R square equal to 2ax means this is nothing but r cos theta. Now dividing this equation throughout by r, I will get r equal to 2a cos theta. R equal to 2a cos theta. This is the polar equation of the circle. So that is r equal to 2a cos theta is the polar equation of the circle. Now, see, this is the uh, this is the equation of the circle in Cartesian form. This is the equation of the circle in polar form. I think it is given that in the first quadrant. First quadrant is given. X range, yeah, given that X ranges from 0 to 2a and directs in polar coordinates 0 to 2a, Y ranges from 0 to this one, X ranges from 0 to 2a, okay. Yeah. X ranges from 0 to here, this is the center, a comma 0 is the center, X ranges from 0 to 2a and Y ranges from, that is from this we can get here, Y ranges from 0 to root of 2ax minus x square. The same can be written here. If I write this in the polar form, and this is our the equation of this curve is r equal to 2a cos theta. At this point here we have r equal to 0 and r goes up to this point. That means here r ranges from 0 to 2a cos theta, okay, and theta ranges from this point to this point here. So that means here theta equal to 0 here, theta is equal to pi by 2 here. That is theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2, r ranges from 0 to 2a cos theta. So these are the limits. Now we write here 0 to 2a, x ranges from 0 to 2a, y ranges from 0 to 2ax minus x square, 2ax minus x square, x square into dy into dx, this is equal to 0 to pi by 2, x square, x equal to r cos theta, x square means r square cos square theta into dy dx is nothing but r into dr into d theta. Limits of r are 0 to 2a cos theta, limits of theta are 0 to pi by 2. Integrating this, first we are integrating with respect to r. Here we have r square and r cube is there, cos square is a constant quantity. What is the integration of r cube? It is r to the power of 4 divided by 4 and this cos square theta as it is, this is between 0 to 2a cos theta. So this is 0 to pi by 2. If you substitute the limits here, upper limit 2a cos theta, in place of r if I put 2a cos theta, I will get 2 to the power of 4, a to the power of 4, cos to the power of 4. 2 to the power of 4 is equal to 16. 16 a raised to 4 cos to the power of 4. 16 a raised to 4 cos to the power of 4 into cos square. This is equal to cos to the power of 6 theta d theta. Now 16 by 4, this is nothing but our 4. A raised to 4 as it is. Here this is 0 to pi by 2 cos 6 theta d theta. Here I can use our reduction formula. Cos 6 theta d theta from 0 to pi by 2 is nothing but numerator start with 1 less than this power. 6 is there, start with 5. Every time decreasing by 2 here, that is after 5 I am getting 3. Then I am getting 1. So I have to go up to 1 R2 here. Denominator start with this number 6 and every time it decreases by 2. 6, 4, 2. I have to go up to 1 or 2. So I am getting 2 here. I will stop. 6, 4, 2 into. If this number is even, then I have to write pi by 2 here according to my reduction formula. This is even, pi by 2. This is odd, then it is equal to 1. As this 6 is even here, then we write this is pi by 2. Now after simplification, finally I am getting 5 pi a to the power of 4 divided by 8. Let me execute this maxima. See here, this is this is the maxima program, maxima code, I have taken as it is Cartesian form. Integrate x square with respect to y ranges from 0 to root of 2ax minus x square, and then x ranges from 0 to 2a. So as it is I am executing here. Okay, first I will take this one in Cartesian only. Control T, kill all, integrate x square, integration of x square, y ranges from 0 to root of 2ax minus x square, and x ranges from 0 to 2a. If I execute this one, it's asking is a positive, negative. I will type positive here, positive, positive, again shift enter. Yeah, 5 pi a raised to 4 by 8. 5 pi a raised to 4 by 8. This is in the Cartesian form itself. Now after changing into polar coordinates, this is the program. This is the code, Maxima code. Okay. Paste here. This is kill all, integrate r cube cos square theta, r ranges from 0 to 2a cos theta, and theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2. Execute this program, shift enter. I am going to 5 pi a raised to 4 divided by 8. Okay. The next example, evaluate 0 to infinity e to the power minus of x square plus y square dx dy by changing the variables to polar coordinates, and the reason is reason given, no, 0 to infinity is given, yeah, given, no, 0 to infinity, x ranges from 0 to infinity, y also ranges from 0 to infinity. X ranges from 0 to infinity. Okay, so that is x starts from here, x equal 0 here, and x goes like this up to infinity. X ranges from 0 to infinity. Y starts from this point here, that is on x-axis. This also goes to infinity. That means here this is the region, that is first quadrant, whole quadrant is region. This goes up to infinity, right? Now here if I convert this in terms of polar coordinates, so here we take px comma y is a point here. Here we take the point pr comma theta. So that is your r is from origin to that point here. And here I am considering the whole first quadrant here, positive quadrant here, then r ranges from 0 to infinity, it will go up to infinity. What about theta? So to cover this whole region in the first quadrant, theta ranges from this point to this point. So that is theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2, r ranges from 0 to infinity, then this covers whole region. So therefore my limits are r from 0 to infinity, theta from 0 to pi by 2. Okay. Now we go to that integration. See, this is 0 to infinity e to the power minus of x square plus y square into dx dy. I am taking x equal to r cos theta, y equal to r sin theta. Therefore, x square plus y square equal to r square. That is e to the power minus r square. Dx dy, I can write this as r into dr d theta. Okay, r ranges from 0 to infinity, theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2. Let me integrate. See here, if we take this r square equal to say t, r square equal to t, then 2r into dr is equal to dt. 2r dr equal to dt, or dr equal to dt by 2. So this becomes r dr is equal to dt by 2. So this means e power of minus t by 2 into dt. So that is 2 into dt. So now integration of e raised to minus t is e raised to minus t divided by minus 1. Okay. So that is integration of this is e to the power minus t. T is r square here divided by this 2 I have from this one here. That is r into dr is 1 by 2 into dt. And this minus sign is after integration. I am getting this minus sign here. E raised to minus r square divided by minus 2. This is between 0 and infinity. Now if I put the upper limit here, infinity, what I am getting here? E to the power of minus infinity. E raised to minus infinity means 1 by e raised to infinity. What is e raised to infinity? It is equal to infinity. That is I am getting 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity is nothing but 0. So that is upper limit. If I put infinity here in r, I am getting 0 minus of this minus is there. Minus of minus, this becomes plus. Lower limit I have to put r equal to 0. So this becomes e raised to 0. E raised to 0 is equal to 1. So that is I am getting here 1 by 2 is the value. 1 by 2 into d theta. So 1 by 2 into d theta. Again if I integrate this from 1 by 2 as it is, d theta integration is theta. And substituting the limits here 0 to pi by 2. Theta from 0 to pi by 2 means upper limit to pi by 2. Lower limit is 0. So that is after integration, the value of this is equal to integration 0 to pi by 2 d theta integration is pi by 2. 1 by 2 is here. 1 by 2 into pi by 2. So this is equal to pi by 4 is the value. Now again I will verify my result here with maxima. The first program is in Cartesian form itself. Copy. Go to maxima, control V, paste here. So kill all dollar, integrate exp, that is e to the power minus of x square plus y square. X ranges from 0 to infinity, y also ranges from 0 to infinity. For infinity INF. Okay, just execute this program. I am getting pi by 4. This is as it is Cartesian form. And this second one is I can execute this using this polar form also. So this is code for this polar form. I will copy paste here. Paste here. Yeah, kill all. Dollar integrate e to the power of minus r square into r, where r ranges from 0 to infinity, and then integrate with respect to theta. Theta ranges from 0 to pi by 2. If I execute this program, I will get. So this is equal to pi by 4. Okay. Okay, I will stop here. Then remaining examples I will come to the next video. Okay, thank you.